And there's the wallbang. Don't see that one too often, but...
It's not an option. Oh, it pre-fired! Oh, true! deep in Greg, no scope, no problem.
We'll still be 3 on this B side. First man dead. And second. 3.
Flexes for a little bit, now he's going to be making his way over the dark, and around it on the box. I'm going to get this cross. Get a retake! Be aware that it may be dark. Oh man, Frosty's got it!
He could have managed that economy well.
Oh, pushing grabs. He could have a second if he goes for it. He just pushes out again. What is that from QB1? He wants it. He wants the game. He wants to be able to say, QB1 with an ace. One angle. Right into the crosshair Frosty. And he shuts it down. Has to say now knows where to look. Frosty finds another. He's not taking any prisoners. Frosty with a third.
Contact. In position. They have me pinned. Weapons hot. Got one. Yeah. He's down. This area is clear.
The last man alive.
He has to go here.
clutch this out. The 1v3. He's knocked down low from that already. 32 seconds left, and it doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. Hyenas Unity pick up the final kill and win the Volpid series 3-1 on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Volpid series. Today we have EXZIT Sweden versus Dog SoldierTs, and we have an amazing matchup for you. We are headed straight into the knife round. My name is Time to Light. I am joined by my amazing co-caster Tiddler. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing today?
I'm great. I woke up like half an hour ago and oh wow, Rustus tried for the 1 versus 3 in the knife round, but it didn't particularly go their work. Arise won it out and Exit get their option of where they play, or at least where they start. And I mean, hey, knife round probably the most important round in Counter-Strike. Nobody can change my mind, other than maybe the pistol round. But
That is very true, honestly. Maybe get some momentum. Some weird type of momentum. I know some teams have some weird I don't know what you call it. Some weird strats for knife rounds. I've never heard of that, but some do, like Astralis and Ents, which I've seen in their videos. But maybe that momentum could carry on into the real game. But jokes aside, we should get on to the real game. Pistol round is gonna start.
yeah, looking at the lineups, it's Cry with the 5-7 and nade in hand. Iron War's gone with the kit and smoke in hand, and the rest of the CTs have decided to go with armor. On the other side, you have 3 sets of armor, with Semper deciding to go nade flash and a P250, and finally it's Rustus with the flashbang alone. Nice nade down banana, does a decent bit of damage, but it's the flash to follow. Do they get any kills? They do. It's Cry with one, a Rise with one as well, but White turns it back. Cry dies, and they're forced back onto the site. It is just a Rise sitting on site. Oh no, they're taken out, but they do get one in return. P250 through the wall, a nice headshot there. Looking to get as much as they can. It's a 2 versus 3.
Really clean round so far for the CTs, looking to retake this. Low HP on Rustus, and that's the easy round for Exit Sweden.
Nice way to turn things around, a nice way to retake there, and honestly, a very, very good banana hold, way to back up for a Rise and get an extra one before being taken out, and of course, way to get back onto the site and defuse the bomb there, Exit.
Look and see what the T's do this round, honestly, because it looked a bit lackluster from the start. Walked in, you know, where all the CTs were. Not really all the CTs, but you know, it allowed for them to easily get mowed down. They gave the CTs 1v1s, and obviously that shouldn't be part of the plan for them.
Yeah, we're seeing, honestly, that flashbang is probably the most useless flashbang they may use there. We saw that go down, or up banana from,
Yeah.
it was elastic, and a waste of nades is not something you usually want, especially when you have limited ones, as dog soldiers do. So it's just a question of how they want to set up, and apparently they want to set up towards the A site. As the smokes start to rain in, they throw Moto and over towards the back site, but oh, they don't check their corners. Salty gets 2. This is bad. Looking for another. It's Decease with a 3rd. It's a 2 versus 5, as dog soldiers have been shut down at brackets.
Honestly, right now, it's not looking good. The force buy, Mac 10s haven't been able to farm any cash at all. They need to get some kills here, or else they'll be left with no money the next round. Instead of contending with deagles, they'll be contending with pistols. Weaker pistols, like the Glock.
Yeah, 1 boiler. Oh, White gets 1. So down goes Decease. Oh, looking for another, but they can't get it. Elastic gets 2. Hello, looking for the clutch here. It's a 1 versus 2. Needs a 4K to win, but oh no, Cries on the flank. The knife's out, but oh, hold up. They've gone over towards second mid, and are they possibly going towards this apartment side? They are. Cry thinks they may have wrapped CT, and it does not look like a Rise is aware of the fact that they could be in the apartments. Elastic could catch a timing here. Will they? That is the question. 15 seconds left on the clock. If they peek out right now, they have a free kill and a free plant. Do they do so? And it looks like they won't. They will peek into it, and they will get taken out. A Rise turns at the perfect time, and I just feel bad for Elastic. They really were not checking the correct spot, and, well, they lose the round because it exists double up, and they take their second round with some guns on the board.
Was a nice try at least. However, the spray looked a bit poor. So if they want to hit their shots and get some, you know, get more kills, they need to fix up that spray. I don't see them getting more kills. The CTs especially increasing their lead if they continue with that aim. But anyways, the T's are kind of just giving it to them right now.
You see a nade do down banana, trying to double up with those nades. Oh no, Cassis taking so much damage, down to 20 after a shot rained through as well. Cry pushes forward, but was not ready for Semper. Arise gets a nice shot through the smoke, and of course headshots do kill you, but he was 20 HP anyway. Looking for another. is only going to drop Semper down to 20 HP, or 50 HP, sorry, and backs up in and of himself. It's a 2 versus 2, well, at least 2 and 2 on each site, with a 4 versus 4 in the game.
They've, slowed down the pace right here, waiting all 4 players right outside A, looking to get some contact in soon. Don't know if they will get the bomb plant though. It looks like they might, considering it's a 2v4 on the A site. But we'll see what will happen as the clock winds down.
Push out, apps they go. Salty gets one, looking to double up. Deceits gets one as well. The double up from Salty leaves Semper alone. 1 versus 4, bomb not in hand. They're restricted to the arch side. They're gonna face Iron in just a second. And actually, they take out Deceased first, and they do win the fight. Nice play there. Exit get yet another round. They triple up their round count and now head on to round number 4 with guns in hand, and they face the AKs and angry dog soldiers on the T side.
Surprised that they didn't pull out the AWP on the T's. Maybe, the op was what they needed, or is what they needed to, in order to get around. But maybe their, strats that they've lined up here do not support, the use of an opper. So we'll see what will happen. Anything changed up since they have full weapons in this round.
Double mollies into the banana from the CT side. They do just stretch elastic thin, and, well, the most effective way to do so is with some fire on the ground. And it looks like more of an A side push, at least early on in the round. Nade goes in, but is going to hit nothing but thin air. It looks like Salty's just waiting here. Are they ready for the arch push as well? Oh no, Salty's taken out. In comes a peek.
Oh.
1, 2, looking for the third. Does he get any? No, he does not. White takes him out and refrags it back. It's a 3 versus 3 with 2 players still on the B site. And you got a question. What are you guys doing over there, EXZIT?
Yeah, but might be the right decision so far for the T's, but with the way that they have very little info, they might, get a bit nervous, and it looks like they will. The rotate has been able to come in onto the library side, but they do get a wrap on the CT as well.
Timing may not go their way. Oh no. It's Arise not looking the right way. He does.
Oh.
He actually does get a kill as well. White is dropped, was already low HP, and the headshot finished it off. It's a 1 versus 3 yet again for a player on Dog Soldiers. And it's this time, it's Elastic. Oh, and they figured out where he is. Flashbang's gonna go through. He's gonna run and turn tail towards the CT side. They figure out he's Speedway. CryBD takes the final kill. EXZIT Sweden now on 4 straight rounds, and they take guns away from Dog Soldiers and money as well.
Well, considering that 2 of the players on the Dog Soldier side have 0 kills, it's not looking promising so far. Not being able to get any kills, obviously really important for the side executes. They're not going to get any kills on site, and letting one person do the entire thing, it's just definitely not going to open up sites. All the players need to be utilized in order for them to take it. And right now what we're seeing is not, enough for them to take a site, so hope to see something different. It's like I say every round about this.
Yeah, they are going to focus 5 players towards Banana, of course, with Elastic, the lone one towards the bottom, so 4, I guess. But in he goes with the bomb in hand. AKs afoot. Nades come through as well, but they're walking in to 2 players of their own. In goes 1 kill, in goes a second. Cassis turns it back onto Arise, but back goes this CT side. They look to play retake and have already pushed down the health of Dog Soldiers so far. It's a 4 versus 3, and in comes the retake.
This side take definitely was good this time. Instead of getting the kills, they utilize their their utility.
Oh, Elastic gets the kill there. Salty's dropped, but no, first Oranges is mollied off. Rusty's dies, looking for another kill is Elastic, but no, he walks into the fire that Deceased threw earlier. That is just unfortunate. He does get one onto Iron Warrior, but that's just a consolation kill. The op is grabbed by Deceased. Cry picks up the AK they already had, in all fairness, and it's a 5th round for EXZIT Sweden. They cannot be stopped. The defense is just too strong on both sides.
That's I'll reiterate again, it was a good take from the T side. However, It looks like in the after plan positions, they seem to overextend, looking for the man advantage, because you know they did not have it. So they needed that really badly, and obviously it just didn't work out for them. If they continue doing that, I think they might at least get a few rounds on the board, but we'll see.
Yeah, they're really restricted to 4 spies at this point. You see 4 AKs and a MAC 10, but they have a total of like 7 nades, or actually that's 9. I can't count. But in all fairness, it's just been AKs, MAC 10, some with head armor, and of course you can see this time everybody with head armor. But Molotov, sorry, are going to come through. Arise with a nice kill there. Semper taken out. Smoke to follow. It's a nice opener, and of course a nice restrictive smoke. Flashbang through. Are they going to pop flash their way through this and get all the information? They are. Oh no. They are walking straight into a stack. It's going to be a 4 versus 3 on this ace site when dog soldiers walk through. This is bad for the C. We're bad for the T's.
Wonder if they are aware of this as well. It doesn't look like they are. No one's really looking behind them until the bomb does actually look behind. So they are clearly aware of it, but I don't know if the timing is going to be in their favor as they walk into this A site.
Yeah, they are just going to walk in, and they really have an amazing strat of doing so. One in the apartments, and it's Deceased and Salty looking the exact same direction. Smoke over towards arches to restrict the flank that may come through. Iron's going to push over towards the arch side with the op and try and hold it down from there. Iron will take damage though. Molotov along with the fire. Oh no, Salty doubles up. Iron War gets the kill from arches. It's the 5 versus 1, 5 seconds on the clock, and now 5 players alive for the CT side. They get yet another round. Cassis is dropped, and dog soldiers cannot get around.
They're just running away with it right now. The only thing keeping the terrorist side alive right now is the loss bonus. The loss bonus is ensuring that they're able to get a buy that's just better than pistols. So they need to, you know, reduce their reliance on this, you know, loss bonus and start winning rounds here, because this is clearly not sufficient for them to win rounds, and they will rush into this B side.
Yeah, they're gonna look to push over towards this direction. Oh
Team kill.
no, in they go. A team kill as well. It's a 1 versus 3 on the site, and they take out the last player. This is bad for the CTs. Can they push it back? In comes the retake.
Okay, wondering what they will do here. Will they overextend like last time, or, you know, will they switch it up, be more passive? And it looks like the passive choice is going to be their option. Molotov's out into the quad position, but they do have weaponry now.
Oh no, the 2 players in dark. Salty gets 1. Will they be able to push it forward into more? Looking to get another, they do. It's Cassis up against Salty. They do have a kit, but they're up against the Deagle. Looking to get the kill. They do get it.
He got
Is
time.
there time
Does he
enough?
have time?
I don't know if he does. I don't think he
Oh,
does.
he does not have time.
not. Salty loses the round by mere milliseconds and wins the 1 versus 3 clutch, but does not win the round. Dog soldiers finally get around and delay enough time for them to do so. Nice round from them.
That might just be the round they need to gain that momentum and get the economy going, and also break the economy of the CTs, which is actually more important, so they can actually string some rounds together and get, you know, reduce the interval, you know, between the score right now. Should be really nice. And Iron War will get the first opening frag.
Yeah, nice way for them to do so. Op in hand helps with that, and they just have they had so much money on the EXZIT Sweden side. At least I thought they did, but forced to rebuy completely. Deceased down to 250 with an MP9 in hand. The remainder of the team, minus Iron War, has M4s with full armor and a decent bit of nades on them. But the problem for them is if they lose this, their money is broken. They're going to have a very limited loss bonus, and now as they look to set up their defense, they are really struggling with the economy side of things. They're forced to win this if they don't want to drop to very low economy base. Ooh, hello. Looking for another. Now it gets it. That's a triple already for Iron War in the round. Looks to push forward even more. Looking to get yet another kill. The bait comes through, but Elastic does not bait the right corner. It's a 4K already for Iron War, and yeah, it's backing up for Rusty's, as he is forced into the banana position, and he's going to walk towards this B site. Maybe going to try and deny the ace from Iron, but he's going to walk right into the line of sight. Oh, Iron getting a little unlucky with the ace attempt and is forced back and is going to go up into the apartments. 30 seconds on the clock. Is Rusty's just going to try and save the AK and KD? Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I wonder if they'll allow Iron War to go for the ace, or will they, you know, play it safe? Might be a good option to actually hunt for him. Actually not. It's actually not a good option. I just see their money. It's weird to see that their money's so low after winning so many rounds. But it looks like they'll play it safe, and it's going to be another round for Exit Sweden.
They do bring things back, and they win the round after losing one. So a nice way to bring things back for the CTs. They look to continue on their domination and now have the money to do so. Of course, everybody's above about 1,500. Cry is the lowest at 16, but everybody else is above 24. You can see Iron War up there, and they all have money, but surprisingly, don't all buy kits. Smoke comes out, and I'm not sure if that was intentional. Oh, wow. Look at that. He actually did damage onto Rusty's as well with that same shot. Almost got the double in one, but could not do so. In comes the push. They're going to walk right into the firing line. Arise with two. Nades come in, but hit nothing but thin air. In comes the peak. He gets one, but is shut down by Rusty's, who is taken out by Iron, finishing what they started. It's a almost clean sweep. Cry the only one to fall and falter. Exit Sweden with an 8th.
Again, just showing that, you know, it's not a lot of confidence on the side of Dog Soldiers. They're peeking in 1v1s, rarely going in packs of more than 2. And they just get mowed down by nades, and obviously the up on Iron War. The collateral was almost possible, but they need to play more as a team and play less scared, because it looks like they're almost just like baiting each other at this point.
Yeah, we're gonna see Semper throw out a smoke. I believe that goes towards this arch side, and oh, will that go towards the back of? No, it goes towards arches. I was right. Just wanted to make sure. Iron, oh, you walked right into it. Not even a flash in front. There are 3 players set up towards this long side with Iron going across, and Deceased. Can somebody get a vac check on that, please? Not kidding. But Semper is dropped. Deceased gets a nice kill, and Smoke to follow. Dog Soldier's offense has just been shut down at every facet of the game.
Again, they run down the clock. They're gonna slow it down a little bit. Get into their positions. Gonna play a 3-man default. I don't know what they're gonna find so far. And if, you know, the bomb carrier right now overextends, it could be the end of him and the end of the round for sure. So he might walk into 2 players, and he won't. He will walk away and go with his team. Will get another walking into his crosshair, and only now they're actually gonna use the flash.
Oh, they look to shut him down, but in comes the peek in return. They do get the kill into Iron, but Salty turns it back. It's an op versus 2 AKs and 2 M4s. They look to pick up the op on the far side, but they grab the one in mid instead. Exit Sweden, yet another round. They only drop 1 player for it. They pick up the op nonetheless, and they now are on 9, looking to get double digits within 11 rounds. This is scary for the Exit Sweden defense.
I know I've said this time and time again, but the only nades they're just not using are the flashes. They have all the double nades in the world, all the smokes in the world, but they're not using their smokes. And once again, Iron War is gonna get the opening frag once again in the round.
Oh, that nade. Oh, it does 40 damage. Nice job with the nade, and looks like Cassis takes a little bit of damage on top of it. And yeah, they just look to stack up towards B, but there's 2 players waiting for them with 4 attacking. Will we see the... Oh no, he walked right to the smoke. Cry with 1, Cry with 2, looking for the 3rd. But White was behind them. They could not turn in time. They're gonna walk right through a Molotov, or at least a little bit. Smoke is gonna come through. Arise is playing in triple, but it does not matter, as it looks like new boxes is the place to play. Flashbang comes through. Oh no, White can't see a thing. Blind as a bat. In comes the spray. Deceased with 13 bullets. Not spraying the right way. Gets the headshot nonetheless. And down goes White. Down goes the hopes of Dog Soldiers. A 10th round already for Exit Sweden.
Bit more promising that time around, but clearly still not enough. Exit Sweden are just 1 step ahead of them, and the teamwork is clearly not there. He allowed Cry to just get 2 kills before getting taken down in Banana, which is something that really shouldn't happen. The mistakes are, you know, stacking up for the T side.
Oh, Salty making a little bit of an aggressive push and gets rewarded for it. It's the first time they've done so and the first time they can capitalize off of it. Cassis is dropped, smoke is dropped in return, and now the auto is out. The Daks are afoot as Cry's going to pick that up, and well, looks like Dog Soldiers are going to try for something, but Flashbang comes through. They walk right into an AK. Good looking for a second is deceased, but they cannot get it. Oh, Flashbang comes out towards the boiler room. White does get the refrag onto Salty, but it is a 4 versus 2 and 1 AK in hand for Dog Soldiers. It looks like they may just try and save that.
AK grab, they could go for this, but I don't know if the info is there for them, and I think their best bet might just be to save. Money's okay on them anyway, since the loss bonus has, you know, racked up some cash. Maybe get the P250 to look for some more kills, so he has nothing to save right now.
Cry is going to look across and just do some jump peeking, and oh no, Elastic with the AK in hand will jump straight into an ops line of sight. Well, actually, they will just crouch walk into an ops line of sight. It's going to be the 1 versus 4, and now the 4 versus 0, as the AK of Deceased takes out White. The P250 is removed from the server, as is the last remaining T. Server resets, and we're back into a 5 versus 5, but Exit Sweden are 10 rounds up on Dog Soldiers, who have only managed to string together 1 round, and some players are so low on kills. This is scary, as Rusty's is the only one to not die 12 times today, and oh, this is bad. If you are Dog Soldiers, they need, and I mean need, a strong CT side. If they don't get it, they're gonna lose this one quicker than expected.
15-1 is definitely on the cards right now, and once again, it looks like they're gonna peek 1 by 1. He's just on his own, no support from the teammates, and now they seem to come in with the team. They will get the trade frag in, but I don't see them getting anything more than this if they continue like this.
Oh, you can hear the Dak. They're gonna throw a smoke out and maybe even a flashbang to try and peek across. Smoke does go down, restricts the peek in, and you can see a couple players are blind over there. It's just Cry sitting in emo, looking to stay and not move. Molotov's gonna go towards new boxes. Oh no, Cry, you moved over there at the wrong time, but I think that Molotov just missed. That is not good if you are trying to take this B site. Molotov's missing is not what you need. Smoke towards CT, in comes the push. Molotov towards this position of coffins, sorry. Cry looking across, looking for the shot, gets the second shot on, looking for even more. Can they get it? No, White, who is fully blind, gets the kill there, and Semper gets a nice timing kill. Oh, another onto Iron. Flashbang to follow. It's a 1 versus 3 this time against Exit Sweden, who look to retake.
And it looks like it's just gonna be the save call for Exit Sweden. There's definitely no way into this unless something really stupid happens, but obviously that's not gonna happen. Salty will just take his M4 and just get out of there. Finally another round for the Dog Soldiers. Exactly what they needed, but I see this game already out of their hands unless they get the last 2 rounds of this half and make it 11-4.
Yeah, you just see Salty hiding towards this T-spawn, maybe locking down a rotation, but they really don't need to, in all fairness. They are going to leave the Dak to its own volition. Nobody's going to die to the bomb, so a good note for Dog Soldiers. They pick up their second round, and we head to round number 14 with a little bit of a closer game, but not by much, as this is scary. Again, for Dog Soldiers, they're still facing a full firing line of Exit Sweden. They can even lose this round and still have money to buy. You can see Salty's on $8,100. Iron War up on 62 and Arise just behind on 49.50. This is a very, very full bank for the CTs and, well, a very, very strong defense already for them.
Again, they're gonna look towards this banana area, and obviously they just peek into Iron War's up. It's just been Iron War hasn't even needed to aim. He just needs to click left mouse button right now. It's just walking in every single time.
House 1 usually goes your way when people are standing in your crosshair. In goes Cassis, trying to grab the bomb, does just that, but is now in front of the smoke that was protecting them. And yeah, they're forced to back up, but oh no, in comes the peek nonetheless. What are you doing, Cry? Down goes White to 25 HP, but Cry is just dropped entirely And you gotta question the motives there. You peek straight into people, no smoke, no flash in front, and a dry peek against two players who are looking that direction, trying to protect a bomb. You will usually lose that fight, and you can see exactly why he did.
Yeah, it was just pretty obvious. I don't even know why he peeked that. There was an abundance of nades coming towards his direction, and he still decides to peek it. Maybe just an overflowing amount of confidence. Deckies will take down White. Will fall down low HP. Cassius will get the trade, and this A side might just fall into the hands of the Dog Soldiers.
You can see it's Salty, very, very close range, looking to take out Cassis, who's on default, and does just that. The bomb is dropped even further into sight. There's a player in pit, but are they aware that Salty is repositioned? Arise is dropped to the op that is in pit, but they have flipped to the elastic hard. It's the AK in hand, looks for the 1 versus 2, but there's not enough time on the clock. They get the kill on site required, but they cannot get the final. Iron War turns tail and run, and well, there he goes. It's another round for Exit Sweden. We head to the last round of the half, and Exit Sweden have a 10-round advantage.
It's just really amazing right now, and they are gonna call a timeout. They want to ensure this 13th round. They put a 13th round on the board for them, but that was a vast improvement from the Dog Soldiers. A better read. They rotated towards B, the CTs, of course, and they did manage to go A, make it a 3-on-1 on site. However, it's unlucky that the time wasn't in their favor, and they just they got the site too late. Just kind of unlucky. Maybe they can get a 3rd round. That might be doable, but I don't even know at this point.
It's been a struggle bus for this offense of Dog Soldiers, and well, they look to play their last round on the T side. And they've done so, I gotta say, poorly so far today. Nade's gonna come through from Cassis. I think that will land. It will. About 25 damage onto 2 different players. Salty has already pushed down mid, though. There are 2 players pushing down mid. Oh, no, they're not ready for the second. Salty gets the refrag onto Cassis, but not before Cassis can take out Cry. They're not ready for Salty again, though, as Semper does take out Cassis, but Salty returns the frag again. Rusty's this time is prepared for the refragger. And it's the 3 versus 2 Dog Soldiers. A good omen for them, as they do have an advantage in this final round of the half.
They could catch the bomb carrier off, but they're a bit late. He is gonna move towards apps, and for sure this time Dog Soldiers are gonna get the A site, but they're executing. And Iron War and Arise are actually gonna be on the site, gonna catch them off as they enter in, but they should get the bomb plant. Never mind, the bomb carrier does get removed out of the server, and trade onto Iron War. What can happen here? It's a 2-on-1 situation.
Yeah, it's going to be a Rise up against 2. AK in hand, they're going to plant towards the safe side of the site. It's Rusty's and White up against a Rise, who is pushing around, looking to do so with the AK. Smoke is going to go out, but in the wrong position. Molotov to follow. They will get 1. Arise still sitting in the Molotov, cannot get the second. The damage done by the Molotov wins Dog Soldiers the round. White gets the kill, and we head to the second half in a 12-3 fashion. Wow, Exit only need 4 to win the game.
I don't even know. 3 rounds? I think that's a bit generous. I don't think they should have gone in 3 rounds. I'd say 2 of those rounds were based off mistakes off of Exit, so it could have easily been 15-1. And obviously favor Exit Sweden more. They would have only needed 1 round to win the match, but we will see what will happen in the second half. I don't know. I'll just say it right now, caster's curse, but I don't think Dog Soldiers will pull out the map unless they have some amazing CT side.
Yeah, we are going to see a little bit of a halftime break. We're making sure everybody is prepped and ready to head into our second half. And well, Dog Soldiers, I think they need some time to get prepped and ready as they look to head over to the CT side and do exactly what Exit Sweden did to them, if not worse, back on to now the T side. And we're going to see a lot of nades bought out. We have 3 HEs on the board, along with a flash, or 2 flashes, and a nade. And Iron War is going to be knifed in the back by his own teammate. That just feels bad.
Nades. Want to cry. Oh. Doesn't do a
Only
lot.
10 damage.
Look,
Not
like
doing as
a
much
lot
as I
more.
thought. Oh no, Semper's walking straight into 3 players. That
And-
feels bad. You are dropped. Glock 18 to the face will drop you every day of the week if you don't have head armor, which you really cannot buy here in the pistol round. Elastic looking for a refrag, but no headshots have gone their way yet. It's a very split push so far from Exit Sweden as they out boiler they go already. Ironware is going to take damage from Elastic, who is already backing up, and well, armor on the board will keep them alive, but just for the time being.
This is gonna be a brawl here. There is a stack by the CTs on this side. 3A, 1B. And if they come out the apps position, this might be a bloodbath right now, and they will push out.
Oh, the player in mini pit will be dropped. Arise gets the kill there. And oh, Cassis has been gooshed down. Headshot onto Deceased will turn it back as Salty using the USP from a distance. Oh, good night, Elastic. You have been domed from a distance. Ironware's gonna hold the flank. There's no way Cassis is ready for this. He's not. Oh, but Ironware actually almost loses the fight. Well, was close to actually getting shot, which he should not have, but he wins the fight nonetheless. It's white against 4. Exit Sweden look to win yet another pistol round. They push forward. They're going to know he's there. Headshot will follow. Arise gets yet another kill. It's a triple for them. And Exit Sweden on 13.
I don't believe, I just don't know the meaning behind that banana push early in the round by one of the CT players. There was no support. His teammate was in sight just waiting, and I didn't see the need for him to push all the way up banana when he saw 2 there. So they're obviously going to have to limit, decisions like that if they want to get anywhere. At this point, I'm just looking forward for them in their future matches, and they need to reduce mistakes like that if they want to get anywhere in this tournament.
Yeah, they need to reduce what they are doing wrong, as in goes Cassis down towards the bottom of boiler stairs, or opposite boiler stairs. I'm not even sure what to call those. There's just app stairs.
Call it boiler stairs, maybe.
Yeah. I guess so. Well, in come the nades nonetheless, and actually it's a nade on the other side to restrict the push in from Exit Sweden. CT's throwing out some prepped nades as they have now a 4th player moving towards this. Oh no, they're not going to be ready for it. That push is not good for Cassis, who is dropped by a deagle. Our second round after pistol will look to go the way of Exit Sweden, and they are completely splitting up their offense. They're pushing both sides. They may walk in. No, they're walking into the stack, but there are only 2 players left. As oh no, Arise drops white. Semper, sorry, has already been dropped, and oh no, down goes Rusty's. It's the 1 versus 5. Elastic is going to be flanked, but Salty is body shot to death. 1 versus 4 now as they look to clutch. They cannot do so. Cry gets the headshot. Elastic is dropped. It's 14-3.
Oh my gosh, it just I just can't watch this right now for the CTs. It's kind of heartbreaking at this point. Even though it's an eco, it's just they're getting picked apart no matter what the round is, and at this point should be talking to each other about future matches. This clearly shouldn't be happening right now, but you do enter another round. Exit Sweden are gonna look to play another default, look to get some info, and of course take a site.
Cry looking in, will be flashed off the angle, but oh no, it's Semper peeking straight into a firing line, and it's Cry to get the kill. The cease has been dropped to about 34 HP, but that Molotov towards the top of Banana is only going to restrict Salty for 7 seconds, and he's the only one there. Cassis, though, will take out Cry as down they go, and oh no, Deceased is taken out by Cassis, as I have a very good amount of long vowels here, and oh, Rusty's will be removed. This is not good for Dog Soldiers. It's the 3 versus 3 with a very split push from the T's. Nades to follow from the CTs, but they're not going to hit anybody at all.
The fact that the bomb is all the way back allows for them to, reconsider their options and go towards B where there's no one out right now. However, one of the players is rotating all the way back towards B. And it looks like they are still going to go A. They have 40 seconds on the clock to make this execute happen. Wonder what they will do with it, though.
Yeah, all 3 players stacking up towards the A site. In goes Iron, looking for the shots. Does get it, but is dropped to 15 HP in and of themselves. 30 seconds on the clock. In comes the push. There is only 1 player remaining. It's Cassis in the big pit. They look to peek around. They will get 1. Actually, Iron War is dropped through Get Salty. The bomb will be planted. Are they ready for a rise? It looks like they are, but Nade is going to go through, and that will do a decent bit of damage. Drop to 40 HP with a Molotov to follow. A rise takes out Elastic. It's 2 players, 15 and 16 HP respectively, or 11 and 16 respectively. Smoke is going to go out towards this graveyard stairs, and it will allow for a nice one-way. Cassis looks to deny match point, but is dropped to 14 HP in and of themselves. Teens for HP for everybody on the board. Flashbang straight up, but it looks like they're ready for it. Does not matter. Cassis is domed. Gets Salty, gets the final kill. It's 15-3. We're on match point.
Well, was a nice try that time. However, the rotates weren't in their favor. I see why they would have rotated towards B. It was a good read from EXZIT Sweden, but right now, as we, enter towards the end of the game, I'd like to discuss who do you think was the best player of this match so far?
Oh, Iron War, just the consistency with the op and versatility with multiple weapons. We've seen them on SMGs, we've seen them on the AK now, well, at least earlier in the game, and of course the M4 in those lower eco rounds, and well, they've just been so strong so far, and they've been strong with their shots. Spraying through a wall, however, will not particularly go their way. Arise will get the kill onto Semper, as we couldn't see through the smoke, but they could see around it, and that's exactly why Iron War has been so good. They've been hitting their shots every day of the week. They've already dropped 2 on this B side, and you can just see this 360s with the deagle in hand. Elastic, they're restricted in what they can do. It's a 5 versus 3, and they look to push on to the only rifle left on the board for the CT side.
Smokes do come in towards B, and it looks to be a fake, and they've completely fallen for it. 2 players are now on the B side, and those are the only 2 players left, and they're gonna take this and go to a 5v2 situation. The game is surely out of the reach for the Dog Soldiers. This has to be 16-3 for EXZIT Sweden.
Yeah, it looks like a strong fashion as well. Get Salty AK is going to look over towards this library side. Somebody's walking across, but a little late on the spray, as in comes the flank as well. Elastic Heart will come through towards the mid position. It will be dropped in the process. Arise gets the final kill there. Cassis, 1 versus 5, will be seen by the op. Iron War, my personal MVP, will get the final kill required and gets the most quad kills on the day. Of course, there's only 1, but it doesn't particularly matter. EXZIT Sweden, 16-3 to win this one out.
Good game. It's almost like a whitewash. Wonder what they will do in the future matches. Play against some other teams. There are clearly other, good teams in this, bracket. So obviously, we'll see what they do in the future with their team.
It's been a struggle for this Dog Soldier side, and well, it was not too difficult for EXZIT Sweden on their T or even CT side. We saw them go almost flawless through the entire thing. That will wrap up our stream for today as we close things out. But if you want to catch more Counter-Strike action, come back on Thursday. We have a double header for you. Starting at 9 p.m. Central European will be Emrys versus Axion Esports, and then following that one up, it's going to be Scandit Esports Main versus Bastoccini Depeche on the second match of the day. That will start at 10 p.m. Central. If you want American times, that will be 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern to start there. We'll see you then.
the wallbang. Don't see that one too often, but
It's not an option. Oh, it pre-fired. Oh, true. 90 grid, no scope, no problem.
we'll still be 3 on this B side. First man dead. And second. 3.
Flexes for a little bit. Now he's going to be making his way over the dark. And around it on to box. I'm going to get this cross. Get a retake. Be aware that it may be dark. Oh man, Frosty's got it.
He could have managed that economy well. Oh!
Pushing grabs. He could have a second if he goes for it. He just pushes out again. This is more. What is that from QB1? He wants it. He wants to save. He wants to be able to save it. QB1 with an ace. One angle. Walking right into the crosshair Frosty. And he shuts it down. SJ now knows where to look. Frosty finds another. He's not taking any prison. Frosty with a third.
In position. They have me pinned. Weapons hot. Got one. Yeah, he's down. This area is clear.
The last man alive.
He has to go.
Has to clutch this out. The 1v3. He's knocked down low from that already. 32 seconds left, and it doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. Hyenas Unity pick up the final kill and win the Volpid series 3-1 on Inferno.